Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to episode number 5 of our European Journeyman Save. It's not too long since the end of episode 4, but as you can see here on the screen, we have been offered a job by Leiknir, who are a similar size club to us. If you have a look at their league history, they were actually promoted the season before us. They did finish in 8th place in the... in fact, they've been up there for a couple of seasons. They did finish 8th place. They've just finished in 6th place. We have a look at their star player, which is Emil Berger. He's much better than anything that we've got. I do think that Codringa are actually going to struggle in the division, in the Premier Division. So I think taking the job at Leiknir would be a fantastic choice. Stjarnan was another one that we applied for. Unfortunately, we were unsuccessful with that. Stjarnan, in terms of reputation and value, stuff like that, are a much better squad than both Leiknir and Codringa. But I think I'm going to take the Leiknir job. The expectations aren't too high, but it's, as I said, it's a step in the right direction for us. We've been offered a 1 year. We've got no transfer budget. We have got a slightly higher wage budget than we do at Codringa. End of next season is to avoid relegation, so the board aren't expecting too much. Hopefully, if we make this move, it's going to be. I've actually been offered a 2-year deal here. Hopefully, things are going to go okay for us here, and we can kick on. So I am going to take the Leiknir job, I believe. Let's click forward, and here we are. We now the manager of Leiknir. I believe it's pronounced Leiknir. As I said, I do believe it's a step in the right direction. The media prediction is 8th. Of course, we haven't actually ticked over to the next season yet. But we've actually got some okay youth recruitment, stuff like that. Codringa didn't have a youth system in place. We see here the top earner is Mikael Dahl. He's not too bad, is he? I've clicked the wrong thing here. Top goal scorer was Bjornsson. Nothing special. I've clicked the wrong thing again. But I'm looking forward to progression. This is progression for us. Yeah, quite excited. We'll do a press conference. Quite excited about that. We have actually grown our reputation. We're up to 20% already. Before we got promoted last season, we were at 5% reputation. We have now finished our National C licence as well. In terms of our attributes, we have improved some of our attributes as well. So straight away, we are becoming a better manager. I'm only in November. The players aren't due back for pre-season till December at some point. So we are, we've got a few things to go through. There's the quality of the players that we've got in this league so far are better than the Codringa ones. I don't want to do this now. Oh, did I? Right. We'll just quickly pick a tactic. I don't know if I've saved my tactics from Codringa. I don't think I have. So I'm going to have to see if I can remember what they were, or pick a different tactic to suit this team. We'll find out. But that's the start of the episode, guys. Not a lot to go through, really. I'm going to get to the point, end of pre-season, maybe where the season starts. We'll go through. We'll have a proper run through of the squads, see what kind of players that we've brought in, stuff like that. It's not going to be a long one, this episode. It was just this is where we're at. We've got a new job. Leiknir are still a semi-professional club. How are they looking financially? About the same as Codringa was. We've got a little bit of wage budget left to play with. We've potentially got some players whose contracts are expiring very soon. We've got one, which is this guy who I'm quite happy for his contract to expire. That's £555 back in. I do have maybe some dead wood to shift on here. Potential wise, we've got this guy, 16-year-old with 5-star potential, who's consistent. He's the wrong foot though. Wrong foot for this. I like to play inside forwards, but we'll give that a go. Do we have a youth? We do. We have a youth squad here. let's have a look. Youth squad. What have we got? Although I think we share the youth squads in Iceland are quite weird. I don't think any of these actual real. Oh, they are real players. We've got a couple of £200 a week. This guy. Yeah, not the greatest. Yeah, the youth squads. They're very weird in Iceland. They're sort of like two clubs combined together kind of thing. Maybe. What we're looking like in terms of staff here. We've got a full quarter of staff. We've got a head of youth development. Have we got an assistant manager? We do. Alti Jonasson. That's a name that I think I recognise. Or I could be wrong. I am wrong. So, new club. New season approaching. New club. We've moved up the footballing pyramid in Iceland. Brings us closer to that goal of winning the top league, but I do feel as unless we're at a club like Valur or Breidablik in Iceland, then we are going to struggle to win the top league. But we can only try. We'll have this season at Leiknir, see how we get on. Maybe the Valur or Breidablik jobs will come available if we have a look at the job security for those. They're actually quite stable, aren't they? To be fair, Breidablik's stable. Finishing second. There are jobs available in Wales and Northern Ireland, but we'll see how we get on. I do want to try and win them in order. But yeah, guys, I'll see you. I've got a long pre-season to play through now. There's a League Cup in there, Icelandic League Cup. I'll come back at the start of the league season and we'll go through any signings that we've made, any people who've gone out, stuff like that. All right, so I'll catch up with you guys in just a minute. Right, hello guys, we've finally made it to the first game of the league season. You can see that we're going to be kicking off away to KR. Now we have a look at the season preview. We can see that we're predicted to finish 9th with odds of 151 to 1. Breidablik, comfortable favourites here at the top, along with Valur and Vikingur. KR are predicted to finish 4th, so it's going to be a difficult game for us today. They are the favourites. We have made a couple of signings. We've also got the club vision as well. They actually, the board expect us to attempt to avoid relegation. I do still think that we are in a better position than Codringo, although you can just look at their odds there. They're predicted to finish bottom quite comfortably. So we did bring a few players in. We just have a look at the transfer history. We've also let one go. I believe I sent him out on loan to Vestry. The first one in was Leander Alfheim. He is a Norwegian. He's in on loan from Kristiansund. A very, very good young striker. He is going to be the starting striker for us this season. Consistency lets him down a little bit, but he is better than anything that we've got at the club. You can see he's done quite well for us so far in the games that he's played in pre-season. A permanent sign that we did make from the Aspire Academy in Senegal was Aladji Doucouré. Again, another striker, another one who's not consistent though. But he was free and he's on relatively low wages as well. That has been one of the big things that I've actually struggled with getting players in, is wages, because if we have a quick look at the wage budget, we're pretty much, we're £26 over it at the minute, and we are just hemorrhaging money. And that's where these two guys came in. They're older gentlemen, shall we say. We've got Palmarsson in here. How old is he? 38-year-old. Deep line playmaker, pretty good at that. You know, a playmaker doesn't necessarily have to be too mobile. So in terms of his attributes for that, he's pretty good. He's also consistent and enjoys big matches, which is pretty decent. Can play here as well as an attacking midfielder, which is, great. And then it was a Pereira, a 41-year-old. So, we're getting into the older generation here. But again, can play as a striker, can play anywhere across the attacking midfield 3, which is more than likely where he's going to play for us when he does play. He was just more squad depth, but you can see I've got him on £160 a week. But again, consistent and enjoys big matches. His legs haven't quite gone yet. Stamina and strength-wise, he is getting there. But it's pretty much all I could afford. We have had, quickly, the youth intake preview. You can see it. I don't know why it cuts the top of it off there, but we've actually got a 5-star excellent intake. It has the potential to be a golden generation. So we're looking at some good central midfielders and some good attacker midfielders, and I hope that's true. To be honest. So yeah, financially we we hemorrhage money. The board have already injected rather a lot of money this season. You can see investments 130k. There was one the season before which was 90k, and we're still almost £300,000 in debt, which isn't great. As far as the pre-season went, we had a couple of friendlies first against lower division teams. Comfortable wins there. We then took on the League Cup A. We were in Group A for this one. We actually came up against our former team in the first game, and it was fittingly it was a 1-1 draw. It was Thoresen getting the goal for Codringer after one from Hulkson for us. Selfoss was a comfortable 4-2 win. We then took on the league favourites at Breidablik. Simone Zaza playing for them. Many of you may remember him from his West Ham days. Played for Juventus and Valencia as well. So that was disappointing. Then Fylkir again. Fylkir, the division below us, we beat them to promotion last season. We actually were beaten 4-2 by Fylkir, which was very, very disappointing. Curry getting 2 goals in that game. The red card changed the game though, which didn't help. We then took on HK, a nice 5-2 win. Alverheim bagging himself a hat-trick in that game. He also missed a penalty. So friendly-wise as well, it's been encouraging. We've scored a lot of goals, conceded a few. Conceded 4 across the 5 games, but scored, how many is that? 15, 19, 22 goals. 22 scored, conceded 4. So not too bad, not too bad. This is the tactic that I've decided to go for this season. It is a positive 4-2-3-1. And we'll go through who we're going to be playing to start with. We're going to be going with Sigurdsson in goal. Fairly decent. Injury prone. Doesn't like big matches, which is a concern. But again, financially, my hands are tied. Adalsteinsson is going to be the starting right back this season. Injury prone. Maybe not up to scratch, really, in terms of this division. Abu Bakar is a Nigerian 26-year-old centre-half. Now, this guy is probably the best defender at the club. Again, enjoys big matches, consistent. He's also at this level, really. Gudbranson is one of the other centre-halves that we've got at the club. Doesn't enjoy big matches. Not really ideal for this division either, as we can see up there. And then we've got another Sigurdsson as the left wing back. He's actually right-footed, but again, not up to scratch. But hands are tied. Berger is listed as the key player for the club. Is the Swede Emil Berger. He's going to be starting off as the deep line playmaker. He is consistent, but he doesn't enjoy big matches. That is then alongside Hotti, who's going to be playing as the Metzala. Again, this guy is pretty decent, consistent, good ability for this division, which is fantastic. Lidsson is a young 17-year-old Icelandic. He's the wrong-footed for an inside forward, but he has performed rather well in the Icelandic Cup and in the non-competitive games. Operating at first division level again, but he is consistent, so we'll see what we get out of him. Hulkson is going to be the starting attacking midfielder. He's also can play on the left-hand side. He is right-footed as well, so he fits into that position as well. A 21-year-old Icelandic, but again, not up to scratch. Jakobsen is going to start on the left for us. This guy's done really, really well in pre-season as well. Enjoys big matches. Is operating at the Premier Division level, which is fantastic. And then it's going to be Alfheim starting up front. So first game of the season, away from home to KR, who are predicted to finish 4th. Hopefully we can pick up something respectable, not get beat by too much. We are this season, I think we are aiming to avoid relegation. I do believe that there's worse clubs in the division than us, so I think it should be doable. We saw last season just how close things can be in Iceland. I'm going to send the assistant for this one. Right, and we're off for our first game of season 2. New club. We hoping to do better than we were. I've just seen that the Codringer have already taken the lead. They're up to 2nd in the league. Good challenge there by Hotti. Finds Hulkson advancing forward. He's got Alfheim ahead of him. Alfheim bearing down on goal. Effort from range. He's absolutely lashed it. Needed a bit more composure there, did the young Swede. Yeah, Kodringer already 1-0 up against Starnjan at Hardarson with the goal. So our former club already doing better than we are. Emil Berger has the chance from a free kick from the edge of the area, though. It's a good free kick into the top corner. Emil Berger puts Leiknir 1-0 up inside of 20 minutes. And that is a good start for us. It's a fantastic free kick right in the top corner. Goalkeeper couldn't get anywhere near it. And we find ourselves in the lead. Sigurdsson with the throw in on the left-hand side, though, finds Hauksson. Ball forward in towards somebody. Gunnarsson comes across, collects the ball, though. Finds Palmerson. Gudbrandsson wins the header there. It's Hottie again for Lidsson. Turns his man. It's a tame effort. Tame effort from the young man there. Right, we're approaching half-time. A corner to be swung in by Berger. It's towards that penalty spot, but it's headed clear. Hauksson picks the ball up, looking to get the ball back into the box while the big men are still up. Hauksson turns his man inside the penalty area. Effort hit the side net and maybe could have looked to pull that back to one of his teammates there. But we do have another chance from a corner. It's Berger again towards Abukar, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper, and they've lashed it away for another corner. Can we find the head of our big Nigerian central defender again? Berger with the corner. It's headed clear this time by Gunnarsson. Only as far as Hauksson, though. He's got Berger ahead of him still. No, he's looked towards that back post instead. It's Alfheim, but he can't quite get there. I believe Alfheim was offside anyway. We're still not quite at half-time. We've picked up another highlight. It's Gudbrandsson finds Sigurdsson on the left-hand side, bringing the ball forward. Looking down the line towards Hauksson. Pulls back to Sigurdsson again. He's got Hottie square. Hottie, can he have an effort from range? It's well blocked by the defender. Alfheim's there, though. Alfheim, I think it's going to be flagged offside again. I just saw the linesman in the bottom corner there. Indeed, it is going to be offside. Hottie with the effort, which was blocked. You can see that Alfheim is just offside. Good anticipation, though, from the young Swede to at least get his head on it and put it in the back of the net. Very, very, very encouraging first half, though. We have not allowed KR anywhere near our goal. They haven't even troubled the XG chart so far, and I'm really, really, really pleased with how things have started off. And hopefully, long may it continue. Right, 65 minutes. We've made a couple of substitutions there. We've brought Takuri on up front instead of Alfheim. We've also brought Pereira on the right-hand side for Lidsson. Get some fresh legs, and although I say fresh legs, Pereira is 41. So Lidsson's 17-year-old legs could probably run a mile and still be in better condition than Pereira's. But Abubakar, that's it. Abubakar finds Gudbrandsson. It's Berger. Can he pick somebody out? He's got Jakobsen. It's Sigurdsson. Over the top towards Hauksson. Palmerson should get there, though. Gunnarsson back to Fridriksson in goal. Goes long. Can we win the header? Where's the goalkeeper going? What have I just witnessed? What on earth is Sigurdsson doing in goal there? He came and then he stopped and went back and left the goal empty. What on earth was that? Luckily, we got away with it. As we are now approaching the final 10 minutes of the game, it is still just the 1-goal lead to Leiknir. And hopefully we're going to hold on. It looks like we are going to hold on. Final minute of stoppage time ticking away. And that is a fantastic result for us away from home in our first game as the manager in the top division for a team that is predicted to fight against relegation. We've come away to the team predicted to finish 4th. And picked up a fantastic result. That is absolutely brilliant. Right, in terms of when we're going to be back, I'm probably going to play through, a few games. I'll probably get 7 or 8 games in, like I did again last season. Maybe come back for a progress update. July sometime. We'll see where we're at, whether we're going to do a live com or not. We may save the live com for the end of the season. Remember this save, we've got 33 nations to get through, so there's not going to be as many live comms as last year on FM22. It's more maybe just a get through the seasons kind of thing. We do have Starnjan up next in 4 days time, so I'm going to go and get the players ready for that, and I'll catch you guys all in the next episode. Cheers guys.